Smith making his appearance, his debut, as a matter of fact, here with us here, just finishing up with the first scrimmage on a practice
Yes,
field.
sir.
You just told me you're a little relieved to get this one over with. Were there some butterflies your first scrimmage in a long time as a head coach?
Oh, well, it's, we're a little bit thin at some positions,
Yeah.
and you're always just a little bit hesitant of injury, and you just want to really come out. You want to look good, you want to play hard, you want to play physical, but you just want to make sure nobody gets hurt in
Right.
something silly this time of year,
Yeah.
and miss some games. So I'm relieved that it's over. A lot of questions were answered. As far as our physicality, as far as some people we thought could play a position, and maybe they could, maybe they couldn't, and
Right.
we find somewhere else for them to go. But a lot of positives came out of tonight.
What'd you think of Rodney at quarterback? Rodney Brooks.
I like Rodney at quarterback. Rodney's little burst of speed, his athleticism brings something to the table. I like Brandon Huss at quarterback. He's steady, he's cool under pressure, and he usually makes the right decisions. Peyton Wilson at quarterback, how can you go wrong with that?
Not only did Marvante Beasley play some running back, but he played defense, and he was a linebacker during his sophomore year. Didn't really need him as much last year in that position, but tonight he got some looks at corner. Do you think that's going to continue?
Absolutely. He's just such a physical specimen. He's big, he's fast, he's strong. He did play some linebacker as a sophomore, but he was kind of a hybrid linebacker. He dropped back and played some safety there too. He locked on a lot of man coverage, and he had to grow up quick as a young pup. He's very young for his class. So when he was on varsity as a sophomore, he was only 14 years old. Last year he moved to running back, his more natural position, but this summer we started playing around with him at corner some in 7-on-7s, and he's got a knack for it, and with his speed, his ability to move, his strength, he plays well with his hands. He's going to help us in a lot of different ways this year.
You had Hunter Pettiford tonight playing some running back. You got several skilled players up from JV from last year that are going to or could play some more this year. Who impressed you in that regard tonight?
Well, Hunter, he looked good at times. He got a introduction to varsity football tonight. Now, in South Granville, they're big and they're fast and they're strong, and that's a team we enjoy scrimmaging because they are just as tough and hard-nosed and gritty as we are. They won't back down from anybody, and that starts from the top with Coach Hobgood and his staff, and all the way down to his players. So Hunter, early on the scrimmage, he got popped a few times, but to his credit, he kept bouncing back, coming back. I thought Colin Gutensberger, up from JV's last year, helped us. Did very well on defense, and he did good on offense a little bit. He was in there. So yeah, there's a lot of young guys. Corbin Kenyon's a senior, but he hasn't played since his sophomore year due to injury, and he's back this year, and he looked really good on offense as well.
Okay. Well, one more scrimmage coming up on in 48 hours, Coach. We'll talk to you for Eastern Alamance.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.